Hello, I'm David. Some of my books are stolen, mostly by other people. Will you humour me a little and just call out after me, "Hi, Kimberly"? Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, Kimberly.
Thank you. The mystery thickens. I got 2 poems for you tonight. The first is an attempt to make you laugh, so you won't. The second is an attempt to make you cry, so you won't. But I cried when I saw the typesetting in the scene. That's okay. Sorry, Josh. I wasn't going to say anything. It's my fault. Alright. This poem's called "Why I'm Still Single." Oh, well. The haircut, the beard, the glasses, the profession. Or are you just talking about the fact that my typesetting doesn't get done right? Anyway, why I'm still single. Tonight I am still single, but because I am a most eligible bachelor, they will make a TV show about it soon. And tomorrow I will still be single, though I might get lucky first, but then again I'm sick of winning goldfish at church fates. I am not even that religious, so I have started to suspect I go to the wrong places trying to be single. But everywhere else I go, no one is single, or if they are, they aren't quite as good looking as I suspect I am myself. And so maybe that is why I'm single. I know it's unlikely, but my mother always told me not to have tickets on yourself, and that's another reason why I'm single. My mother, I talk too much about my mother, and I tried a therapist, but I am still single, and I thought it was money better spent going dancing, and boy did I dance, but I am still single. A surprise, but now I've come to terms with it, and so next I pretended I wasn't single, as men who aren't single always have someone's attention, or so I've found, but that didn't help. In fact, it got in the way. They were most impressed with the number of goldfish I kept, but not so impressed when I said I wasn't single. And so I am still single, and I am still single. I am still single and cannot think the reason why. So this is my next little thing, which is not poetry related. It's about something serious. Basically, you can win a bloody car, a Kia Rio, or $1,000 Coles Myer Gold Group gift card. Fantastic. So I'm raising money. I'm selling raffle tickets tonight, which I've been luckily and very kindly given permission to do when there's already good cause that's been supported here tonight. $2 raffle tickets for the Red Nose Foundation, and they're our little sunrises. See, that's what they raise money for. Our little sunrises. They're doing and have been doing wonderful work saving little lives through advocacy, education, and research, as well as supportive families who have been touched by sudden infant death syndrome, SIDS, since 1977. So as I said, you can read more about them actually at rednose.com.au, and learn all about their history, all about their advocacy, all about their research, the support of families that they do, the education work they do. Probably won't get time to just buy a raffle ticket because you can win a Kia Rio, and if you don't win a Kia Rio, you can win $1,000 Coles Myer Group gift voucher, which is great. I go to Coles, I went there today. I bought some poppy seeds and some grapefruit juice to make body wash. No, I didn't actually do that. I'm lying. I just wanted to say it because a friend of mine was talking about this the other day, and I just thought it was funny. But I do want you to support me. I know this is dragging on a bit, and the next poem's a long one, so get ready. But $2 a ticket, if you could help me out, would be a great thing. Yeah. Alright, this isn't a file called, this is a guerrilla poem. It's about my dad. It's called "He Turns Away Again, Just Relax, Take It Easy." So that's a quote from, it's from a collection called Pop Songs. Don't worry, no one published it in the end. So you can't, so I'm not selling, this isn't like, I'm selling you raffle tickets, I'm not selling you books. They didn't want to publish it, either the two places I wanted to publish it. You see, but in any case, it's a reference to Cat Stevens' song, Father and Son. This is the one thing it types it right, but this is how I read it. Dear Father, how you grow old startles me, and the greed you have for living too, that stings, for I cannot share in it. But thank you for all that you have given me, thank you, for it is beautiful, some of it at least. But I have in being become a disappointment, a part at least in yours I think. For turning when I have and so hard, can you forgive me? Now I know it is as if I became to you an accusation, which in a way was never your fault, but it is not mine either. Though what good is there in such calculations, and yet what attention to them we have shown? For we get lost within ourselves and are apart. That is the sadness of it. So needless and so unwanted, and still we struggle. We must see that life just came between us, I suppose. Or at the very least look up to the heavens to understand, even if what could be there isn't there for you anymore, can you not at least find for me that right sentiment? For I may never know you, nor you me, in any honest sense. We come to know that, the cost of it, the waste. But what good can come now from moving back and forth between a kind of hurt that grew upon itself, and even now troubles my thinking so that I bury it and dig it up again like a stray dog, out of a simple boredom it seems. Or this loneliness I've had for such a long time, I thought finally lost one moment, find I still carry it, and so it restrains me. Getting closer, I lose along with you the rest that attempt it. Perhaps you understand this better than I know. No justice for you in all of this. You still had to suffer, as did we. And I have admired you at times, don't doubt that. Use the idea of you to make a piece fit into place. Found something of you, but with all of the effort, to then look across my open hands and see in me, always there is you. Though that does not sometimes sit easily, I admit. I am uncertain of what it means. I used to think your life was acted out somehow. There was something to it that was at best a portrait drawn of you, and so not real to me. I needed to see you being ordinary. Like Cinema 2, the lights came up and it was over. Another plane flying south. Those visits I held on to. Through absence you grew in stature, but all twisted by the rest of life. Yes, I wanted and waited and it never came. The distance not between cities, between father and son, but getting closer, that was always more the point. But with every attempt, we began again. And maybe you were not at fault, but our distance now, does it grow by the seasons as I imagine it? 2. I become less and less fitted to any life you would choose for me, but not because I have the courage to count on to take that risk in tears over the consequences of my life as it is I am. It feels as if it must be a life woven with disappointment, and the cloth is without holes, though you look for them. In a way, you are losing me differently this time. I don't want this life, but to live. Can you tell the difference? Why now this? I have always played to your assent of my character, hidden on second thoughts, but I mean nothing by it. It's in the rhythm of the tide. It was there well before I began, and with what now I can only approximate, which means I have lost something of myself, the artless growing of a young man who becomes lame in the face of desire. See this, thoughts that stick around after. It doesn't matter the detail, just their persistence. That your mind is at war with itself, day into day. But what is this to you, father. What can you feel from this but embarrassment? And then, as simple as that, I am gone from your thoughts. For what can you do for a mind like mine but ignore it? 3. You must realize that I don't have what you have, but maybe that makes it easier for me. I look through the aging film and see myself there with you, but I don't know myself. It's a recollection lost to me. But you see this, me in your arms, and know that I am yours to keep, take home and raise, or so it should have been. Robbed of much by circumstance, I admit. But I think I am robbed of it all sometimes. It has been said that we see ourselves up close and other people at a distance, but I have no time to argue philosophy with you. I am attending to my wounds, and you, and still so young, and how can it be I am like this? Tell me you had that sense yourself of there not being a better time of life to follow all that came before in rain, that a kind of drifting you notice between the calendars stops in the end. If you could give me that, and still so young and was to when I left the bed each night because the stars regardless, for there the distances thrown against us were insignificant. To share the same sky in that time, just by an accident, that ritual faded, but was it a loss of hope, or all the distractions? And now you know of it, so many years since, it is right that you should know. As a boy, I did love you, so held for you these quiet vigils. Round of applause for my father. So the good thing is that tonight he's with a widow and having dinner, and he's cooked for her, and he told me that, she's a good looker. So he's a charming man. Anytime you want to meet him, I've got his number. Don't worry about it. You get dinner too. Because I was thinking about poetry and rock stars the other day, I thought, what can I do to be a bit like a rock star when I finish a poem that goes on for a few minutes and is about my father? And I thought, well, fuck it, I can just do this. Raise money for the Red Nose Foundation, please.